It got a little dash on there.
It
you know
does.
what I'm
It
saying?
has a little dash at the end, a little accent mark.
Girl, your name is Sherry.
No.
It's Cherie.
Oh, because
Is it Cherie or Sheree?
it's not
Hey, I gotta ask. I gotta
no, man,
ask.
I have to guess. No, it is Cherie.
Sherry.
Like
Sherry.
it's French.
Sherry, oui.
More. Yes, oui.
Free. Okay.
What
I'm
gonna
with
say?
you.
Free who? Free little wedding.
I'm sorry. Listen, I get it because I cannot stand Lil Donna. My name is not Lil. Ain't nothing little about me. Okay, I'm not Lil Donna. I am a Ladonna.
Ladonna.
Get it right or don't say it at all. Let's go, Des.
Let's get it.
Two dope girls, yeah, it's a podcast. Two dope girls, yeah, we speaking all facts. Two dope girls, yeah, we got it, just relax. Two dope girls, hit like, subscribe that. Two dope girls, and we on it, never slack. Two dope girls, and we got each other back. Two dope girls, and we coming for the cash.
Two dope girls, and we all about a bag.
Dope girls, dope girls.
All right.
Okay, you guys, welcome back to Two Dope Girls Podcast. What's up, Ladonna?
Girl,
Lil Donna.
Lil Donna, girl, oh my gosh, like
What's up, Bill?
it's already like hood. You know how you have Latoya, like why you got to put some extra on my name? It's already a little ghetto.
It's not ghetto.
Latisha, LaDonna, Latoya. It already got it already got enough sauce on it. Like don't put no more season. Don't put.
Well, they're taking away from the seasoning. The love give it the seasoning.
It
The
does,
Lil,
but they make it a little bit more. Right there, they make it a little bit more of that. I'm good, girl. I'm just, happy to be in the building.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Had a good weekend.
What did you
busy.
do?
So we didn't record on Friday
Yeah.
because you had a spectacular time that you did not take me to, but that's okay. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. But anyways, me and Sean went to dinner. We went out. So we had like a little date night on Friday. Saturday.
That's sweet.
Yeah, Saturday. I was with the girls. Parker had her last basketball game.
Yeah, so you had a busy
Yes. Then Sunday was busy. Paisley had her Black History program. Parker had her awards. So I've been busy all weekend with just the family.
I appreciate they're still having Black History programs.
Well,
That's almost a thing of the past.
it really is. And I really felt some type of way because my best friend's daughter, so McCullough school system, the elementary school has been split into two different schools. So Parker went to McAdory, but now she goes to McCullough.
Okay.
Both are in McCullough district. But my best friend daughter goes to McAdory, and she was like, they had like this whole little museum, right? Like Black History Museum program.
What?
And McCullough did not have the same. So I asked Parker, I was like, what? How dare they not talk about Black history? And she was like, Mom, we did do a project. I was like, no, ma'am, because I do your projects. Like,
Let's just put it out there.
Let's just, like, no, ma'am, because I have to make sure that, it's right. She was like, Mama, because she said that it's just too much money to do a whole project. So we just did it over the computer. And because I had Garrett Morgan and he did this, and this, and I did. And I'm like,
I don't like that.
I will spend that money. No, ma'am, I will spend that
Let me ask you a
money.
question. So the side of the elementary that she goes to, is it more mixed than the other?
No,
elementary?
it's about the same. It's about the same.
That's
So I don't
weird.
understand why. And I don't understand why, especially because I don't think the McAdory, which is the old elementary school, I don't think that their principal is. I think their principal is white,
Okay.
but our principal is black.
So you would think
So
that
you would think that we would have
you
had
got
the
this
same
white man showing you out, putting out a whole
Yes,
museum.
a whole museum. She was like, you go and you step on it, you step on something, and then it starts to talk and tell you about the person. I
that's
said,
cool.
what? I
And
am
they didn't have
appalled.
that. I wonder if they just expected them to go over to the other elementary and see it.
No, ma'am, it was during school hours.
Oh, they trash for that.
They real trash for that.
I'm sorry.
But it was okay. Anyways, Park Paisley was Misty Copeland.
Come on,
I'll show you a little picture. She was so
Misty
cute.
is my favorite ballerina ever.
She was
Please
so
show me.
cute.
I love
Oh, my
Misty
goodness.
Copeland.
She
Yes.
was adorable, honey. She thought she was everything with her little
I
bun on
know
top of
she
her head
did.
and her little makeup on.
And I know she was cute.
Yeah, she was so cute. So yeah, I had a good
Who
weekend.
picked Misty?
The school.
Okay.
But you've seen Paisley. Paisley walks
she's
on her
tall,
toes
too, and she's lean like a little ballerina.
Yeah, she is, and she walks on her toes all day. So I'm sure they're probably like, "That's just perfect. That's just perfect." But it was a school, and they gave us that, so it was good. Yeah, we had a good time.
They assigned well.
They did. They
Okay,
did. They
good.
really thought about it. It was really some effort behind it. I like that.
You're so silly.
How was your weekend?
Girl, I had a good weekend. Most of it was a blur. I did, girl. We left Thursday evening to New Orleans. I miss home. It was so bittersweet because I got there and then I'm like, oh, I can't even see my mom because my mom's not there anymore.
Oh, yeah.
She moved. So I know. And I was like, dang, I can't even go see my mama.
I know.
But I had a good time staying with my in-laws. We went to a parade Thursday night. We just went walking around. We met up with a few people. Friday we did Zulu ball.
Was it good?
Girl,
y'all look like y'all had a ball.
We had so much flipping fun.
Really?
Like, first of all, the caterers didn't come because Zulu, either you bring your own food or you have to get it catered. The
So
caterers,
it's kind of like the little white
yes,
okay.
blanc.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
So I'm like, okay, we're sitting there, we're drinking, and it's a table full of liquor, and we had no food, and I'm just so thankful we got home. We had a designated driver. Thankfully, yes. We had a good time though, man. We went to Namtalk Saturday. I mean, not Saturday. Yeah, Saturday morning. That's the Black Parade. That's designated the Black Parade. That's the nigga parade.
We love it. Love it.
Because my mother-in-law's in that, and then we went to Zulu Ball because she's a part of the Zulu governance crew. So we really wish we could have stayed up until Tuesday, but girl, my body. Oh, he had to drag me out of the bed Saturday. I couldn't get up. I was just
Let me tell you something.
There.
Our bodies are not
It
the
ain't
same.
the same no more.
So before we went to dinner, we had a double shot. Me and Sean, we took a double shot, right? Okay. I had like a
Brown,
Prosecco. It was my my apple.
Okay.
Yeah, it was my drink.
Crown.
So my crown apple. So we had a double shot of that. Then I had a Prosecco.
Okay.
At the restaurant. Then we had 2 shots of Jaeger.
Girl.
And I had 2 drinks. Any other time, I've been straight waking up the next morning. Listen.
Bounce back like it ain't nothing.
I said, oh, my stomach. Oh.
Everything aching.
Everything.
Your big toe hurt. It's like, bro, what is going on?
Like that TikTok with Kim, or not Kim, it's Courtney. I woke up, I had my shoulder was hurting, and then it's just not the same.
Man, but I had a good time. I'll do it over and over again. We had like just a ball at the parade, seeing old people that we known forever, friends and family.
Yeah,
so it was good. It was good. Seeing family and friends and catching up and having a good time, and then getting back to my bed.
I know.
I bet.
Bed.
Oh,
did Warren go with y'all?
No. My baby's an adult, girl. He had to work. But then also, since my mom's not there, it's like,
I'm sick.
You're so silly. Since my mom is not there anymore, it's like, well, who you gonna stay with? Because my in-laws, we already had Warren has been so far removed from New Orleans.
Okay.
That I mean, we have family there, but I mean, he just want to have his own, be in his own space. My mom will give him the car so he can ride around, but he don't have that liberties no more.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad y'all had a good time.
Yeah,
Y'all appeared to
Next time, y'all should come.
I know. I have. Okay. So I went to University of Mobile, so a lot of the people that were from Mobile, so was submerged in that culture.
Yeah.
My roommate was from New Orleans. She's Creole, so her and her family was submerged in that culture. So I just took a liking to it. I think Creole people, I just love them. I think they're beautiful people. They're colorful.
We are colorful.
So I think that's that's my little attachment to.
You'll always have a fun time with someone from New Orleans.
I really love that you guys are fun people.
Yes.
Yeah. So I love New Orleans. Anytime I go, I'm down for it. But I have never been to like Mardi Gras. I've never been.
Oh, this would have been a good time. And I already said that we should do a show in New Orleans. Like we should just take a trip, and because there's this great little spot, Baldwin and Company. It's a nice black owned spot, and they would be a good spot for us to go.
We should make that happen.
We'll make it happen.
Yes.
Soon enough.
So let's toast to that. Making it happen. You ain't got nothing to drink.
Ching ching.
Ching 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 ching.
I actually do, but
I'm weak. She said no drinks before 12.
Right.
But anyway, so we're going to get started with our show. Today we have, of course, the last day of February is today.
Ain't that crazy?
I know. Where's the year going already?
It is flying by.
But that's okay. We're going to keep it 100. We're going to keep it pimping. We're going to keep it black. You feel me? Right. Pushing P. And our Black History Spotlight today is it Kentangi or Kentangi? Which one we gonna say?
I'm gonna say Kentangi.
Because that's okay. So y'all, that's what we were talking about when we first started. That's why I got on my names being said wrong, because the white people say Kentangi,
right?
Kentangi. So we were like, it's probably Kentangi.
You gotta add a little extra flavor.
Yeah, we gotta put a little dash on it. You know, That's it. So we're gonna say Kentangi Brown Jackson.
Yes. But it gotta be Kentangi because it's Brown Jackson afterwards. Ain't no Kentangi.
It's not Kentangi. Okay. It's Kentangi. I like that. But thankfully, she was nominated by Biden on this Friday. History was made in the. Yes, history was made on Friday. Biden nominated the first Black woman to sit on the Supreme Court justice.
Yes, shouts out to her.
Shouts out to Biden. Shouts out to Biden because he ain't did shit else. But still, shouts out to that dope woman.
Yeah, she is absolutely. She is a model for young Black women and young Black career women and young Black girls growing up. Like, this is what you can aspire to.
Right. And it's so funny that you said young Black women because she's only 51 years old.
Only 51 years old.
Don't the people from the Supreme Court look like they about to choke right there?
And they look like they
look like they about to go out
in there already. Like,
right.
Get me out of this shit. It's a lifelong appointment.
It is. And it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be, I don't think.
You know what? That's up for debate. It really is. And honestly, I can see both sides on why it should and why it should not be, because you want people who have a progressive mindset.
Exactly.
In that appointment.
Life evolves.
Right.
It doesn't change. Life doesn't change every 10 years. It changes every freaking day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that should be a term just like everything else.
Right.
That's
true.
Hell.
Especially like presidency.
Right. We got to
take y'all asses with them.
Bye.
y'all wasn't doing what y'all was supposed to do.
No, but she is only 51 years old, and she took the place of Stephen Breyer. And but she actually worked as his clerk.
Did she?
Yeah. So that's just a 360
about a full circle moment, right?
I think that's so dope. She went to Harvard Law School. And graduated. So that's even just dope.
Girl.
Just dope.
She's definitely someone to aspire and look up to for young Black women.
Listen, this February was amazing for us because the way we were able to spotlight these women, and it seems like we had a lot of women to spotlight.
A lot of women made moves.
Yes, I didn't even notice that until I just thought about it. Like, we really did have a lot of Black women to make some moves in 2022, and I'm just looking forward to what else, because it gives us hope that we are just like moving mountains out here. We've been moving mountains, but they are being acknowledged.
I think the clouds have been moved from our shadows.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that. So shouts out to Miss Kentangi Brown Jackson.
Add that at the end. We got it at the end.
So we got a couple of hot topics today.
Girl,
I'm gonna let you start with what you want to start with.
I was about to go to what you had sent me because I was like, wait a second. You sent me something about Tamar. She looks really, really. She looks like she's healing in and putting herself in a healthy place.
Is
You
she?
sent it to the. You don't think she is?
Um,
No. You think
it's
she
really.
acting out?
I think she's acting out.
Okay.
This is why, because when you're very fragile and you know you're fragile, when you're trying to heal, you usually do your healing
Private.
in private.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
go to your own sacred
You-
space.
until
you go to until
you
you're
are
there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Unless she's there, you know what I'm saying. But even if she's there, that wouldn't have been the post to post. Now I'm all for it because Tamar looks amazing.
She
She
looks
always
good.
does.
She always has.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she. I've never seen her not look amazing. She
Right.
all the daggone sisters look good. You know.
Man, ain't that something?
Yeah.
Evelyn did her thing.
She did. She
And
still
Mr.
look good.
And the daddy too. He like
Yeah. You
Why
know,
you do that? 'Cause he cheated.
Yeah,
And he left
they ain't gonna marry the hoe.
I mean, you might as well.
They ain't
Would
gonna
you
marry the hoe.
That's a slap in the face.
Yes, that's
though.
a thank you.
That's
like
a slap in
you
the
can
face. I
cheat
say
with
you might
her.
as well, but you love that
Girl.
lady
Yeah,
because you
do.
still with her
for years,
Ooh, that
for
was
hours and hours. Like that is a slap in the face, and that's why
That's
I think it
hurtful.
took Miss Evelyn so daggum long to get over that and
Yeah.
heal, because you basically threw that in her face for years.
Y'all had a system. Y'all had a family.
A
Y'all
family.
had a whole unit with these children who were talented.
And she was
it
the first lady.
I
You know how hard it is to be a
know.
first lady?
You gotta hold your head up high, knowing your husband cheating.
Girl, don't get us started. Don't get two dope girls started on a cheating ass nigga.
That's hurtful. I'm
It
sorry.
really is hurtful, but I'm
We
glad
can talk
she's
about
moved on
Tamar,
because
yeah.
she is beautiful.
She
Miss
is.
Evelyn is absolutely gorgeous.
Mhm.
I mean, those cheekbones are just everything.
And she
Everything.
don't play either.
No, she don't play the radio,
Her
honey.
little bang. She always had them little ways with a little bang.
I'm so weak, but yes, Tamar looked good. But
did.
that was it. I just sent you that because I'm all for women uplifting other women, and maybe that's where she was coming from. She just felt like sometimes you have to, even if he's acting out, it's like I need that encouragement. You know,
Right.
I need that affirm that
The
affirmation from other people.
Mhm.
You know, and maybe that's what she was looking for. So hopefully she got it because she looks great. You know.
I don't think that's what we should be seeking from other people
But
outside
we're
of
not
ourselves.
we're not in that, we're not in that generation. We're in a generation where social media has taken over.
Oh man,
and
it's
people,
everybody's life and
it
everybody's.
really is.
Oh Lord, please let me get more than 200 likes, so I'm gonna kill myself. Like what? Like people really
Child.
are like really desperate to want that attention and like acclamation from people, and I don't understand why sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like personally, I mean, I'm on social media. I'm a content creator, so
Right.
I'm trying to make my full-time job, or I'm trying to make a career out of it, right? So my job is to try to gain more followers,
Right.
try to seek out more engagement and that type of thing. So yeah, it does get a little discouraging when you're doing your content
right.
and it's so many just back things in the background that you don't know.
Right.
You hear about this whole shadow ban, then you think about like, is my shit not getting out there? Like,
Right.
is it not being on people's timelines?
And I totally get that because we both, create
Mhm.
content, and it's and I think with consistency comes that desire for the attraction that is going to naturally come.
Right.
But I think a lot of people, if it doesn't come automatically, because we're such in a microwave society, like it
Right.
needs to be quick, fast, in a hurry, or I don't want it.
Well, and I think, like you said, I think you were about to say, if it doesn't come right then,
Right.
we start to get discouraged.
Right.
And I can listen. I'm with you. Whoever out there is feeling like that, like I have to pick myself up sometimes too, and be like, Ladonna, this is something you actually like to do. Like,
Right.
it's not just me going to the 9 to 5 and I have to do it. Like,
Right.
it's something I actually like to do. So I think Oprah said it best. When you find that one thing that you are meant to do, it's not working anymore. It's not a job anymore. So it doesn't matter if you if you getting paid millions or you getting paid $1,200, whatever it is.
Right.
You're going to do well in it because you're going to want to be consistent. You're going to want to wake up and do it. So I just have to encourage myself and speak affirmations to myself.
And see, that's why I say, don't worry about whether or not the likes come instantly, because it's going to come. Like you said, if it's something that you really want to do, you're not really doing it for the likes. You're really doing it because you want to create content, and then you want to just put it out there for people to see what you love. And then people will start to appreciate what you love. And then that's what's going to gravitate them towards you.
Right. So keep doing your thing, Tamar.
Keep doing your thing.
You know, life is hard, man. It really is hard, but if you stay grounded, you stay grounded in faith, and then, you know, things will get better. Trouble does not last always. And if trouble is lasting always, that's because that's your mentality. You're looking for trouble to last always. Because it doesn't. Every day is not a troublesome day.
Right.
Okay. Even, I was talking to my sister, and one day I walked outside and it was so freaking cold. And the first thing that came to my mind, like I'm already an emotional person. Yeah. I instantly just started thinking about the people that slept on the ground, slept outside that night, and had to wake up to freezing cold weather.
Right.
Like, how grateful and how blessed am I to just be living the type of life I'm living. No, it's not where I want to be, but man, it's not where I could be.
Right.
Yeah. But anyways, we're gonna lighten up the mood a little bit, because you know.
I'm like, here. Where's my tissue?
I know.
I need to start keeping some back
we
here.
got some stuff. We probably will get back to some. We will get back to some
We'll
really
have some
valuable stuff
Yeah.
In a bit. But these hot topics, we got to talk about. How do you feel about April and Tay Diggs? Let's get into it.
I think they're so cute together.
I absolutely love them.
I've always thought that she was pretty funny, and I always liked her energy when I saw her on, what was it, Love and Hip Hop, when she was on with Omarion and then
Lil Fizz.
Yeah, Lil Fizz. You gotta say Lil Fizz.
You gotta say Lil Fizz.
He's so silly.
Don't.
But I think their energy and I think they're cute together. Are they officially a couple? Did they?
Okay, so they're officially a couple. So, but I love them personally. I think it's adorable. I think when you have a man that makes you laugh and makes you happy and makes you comfortable where you are in your life, that's everything. You know, you're not supposed to look for a man to bring you confidence, but man, when a man can support that confidence and, you know, and allow your self-esteem to grow, it's everything. Awesome. It's everything. So Sean and I had this whole talk, and he was like, man, I don't like it because he don't like it. Well, he's saying the age gap. He's like, what if they stay together? What's she gonna do? She's 35. She's my age.
Well, Tay Diggs is how old?
50 something.
Oh, come on. That is the perfect age gap, if you ask me.
I don't know about perfect, but
for me,
I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think they're 16 years apart. Sean is like, what's she gonna do when he's 70 and she's still in her her prime years at 55? You know, still wanting to do, you know, go and do.
Say he's not gonna be one of these zaddies out here,
because I see a couple
these
zaddies.
70-year-old zaddies looking pretty.
They are some zaddies out here. Right. Finger licking good. I'm just saying. They are. I like them. I don't care if it's right now, a right now season.
Just be happy.
I know, just be happy. Like, you don't always have to look towards tomorrow. Like, just be happy in this moment. Be content in this moment. Not content in where you are in life, but be content in this moment and enjoy it. And then everything else.
The rest is semantics. Like, it does not matter. Like, if they're happy, they're having fun.
Yes,
that make me smile. They're getting married.
Yes,
they just say they
now I kind of hope they do, because I don't like the fact that I think it's okay that she's dating him, but I mean, her kids are around him, and I don't know about that.
That is a topic.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's too much. I think that's too much too quick. You had Fizz around him. You got Tay around him. You got
and they, you know, their dad, of course, because they have a relationship with their dad.
Absolutely.
So there's these what does that look like to them?
Right.
as
Like my
young
mama just
kids?
once she done with taste, she gonna bring in another one, another uncle.
But is that wrong to not just shield your kids from seeing what is really going on in your life? In actuality, it's not like they're terrible men that we know of. It's not like they're, she's putting them in lives and the people that
I think she's creating this world where a maid will think that it's okay
to just
or
be
it's
with.
normal to go from man to man to man to man to man.
That's another, yeah. I mean, I can see it from both sides.
You know what I'm saying?
can
Like
definitely see that.
you don't have to shield them, but dang,
Don't show them everybody.
don't show them everything.
Because I never did that when I was
They're so
raising my son.
Yeah.
You're not going to see who I'm dating.
And then everybody's not perfect.
Yeah.
There's no perfect way to parent. And that's why I try not to be judgmental about it. And, I'm not in that position. I'm married to my kid's father, my baby daddy. So that's not something I worry about, but I can only imagine if I was put in that position, I have to shield my girls from seeing so much so soon. But, when they get of a certain age, I can sit them down and have that talk with them and let them know, like, hey.
Because that dynamic changes when they get older, because you wouldn't date, let's just say, hypothetically, you were a single mother when you had them, you dated someone, it didn't work out, and then when you got older, it's like, oh, okay, I don't care who you see who I'm dating now, because I'm a grown-ass woman. You're a young lady, and you understand how this dynamic goes. But when they're growing up, you don't want them to see that.
Right.
I wouldn't think.
I wouldn't think either, but it's just so, I think we are putting so much in front of these children, whether it is same-sex marriages or it's so funny because I have this girl that I know, she's so sweet, she's super sweet, but my kids were passing by and her and her wife kissed. And I didn't even think about anything like that. I was just like, look at y'all kissing on church ground. It had nothing to do with who they are or what they, like. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. We try not to do it in front of the kids. And I was like, but that's who you are.
That's who you are.
That's who you are.
I hate that people actually feel like that, because I wouldn't think that I couldn't kiss my husband in front of anyone unless it's just like, just overtly just like tonguing him down.
Yeah,
because I don't want to be disrespectful.
Exactly.
But I hate that people feel like because it's a same-sex thing that it's going to offend other people even more so, and that's pretty much what it is, right?
And it's my job to shield my children from that, and I have to do what I have to do to shield them from what I want them to see.
Right.
And only reason being is because I want them to be able to make their own choices after I've given them, after I've educated them, after I've given them the foundation that I want them to have, from the things that we believe as a family, them to make their own decisions when I feel like they're old enough to do that. I don't want them to see so much at 8, 9,
well, that's
2, 3,
that's
4.
Not letting them make their own decision.
Yeah.
Because I think that, because I get what you're saying, because I did the same thing too. I think we just always do that though. We as parents, we have to give them that foundation.
We do.
We have to.
Yeah,
because
it's
not,
your
they're gonna
duty.
be wearing these red hats talking about
Girl. and it's so funny now that we're talking about same-sex marriages. Girl, the Brat and Judy.
Oh, big booty Judy.
Girl, did you see the wedding pictures?
I did.
How did you feel about that?
I don't know.
Was it weird?
I don't know
did it
about
freak
the
you out?
ensemble.
Oh my gosh, it was horrible.
Her dress was pretty. I think it was just the Bratz ensemble that kind of threw me off, because it was like this. It was what's that guy name? Oh my gosh, I'm not even going to bring him up because I can't even begin to describe him. But he went to the Oscars or some major event. He black guy with that top hat, and he had like this black tuxedo dress thing. Do you know who I'm talking
yes,
about?
I can't think of his name right now.
But you can see.
Icon.
Yes,
yes.
I can't. I'm so
Yes.
sorry. I can't think of his
Yeah,
name right now.
He's an
but
icon, but and
that's
then
what
once we
that dress
finished,
reminded
reminds-
me of.
It felt like she didn't know who she wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a tux up top, it was a dress down low. She had a French roll, she had a freeze curls. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Like and Brett is beautiful.
She is stunning.
Like I just wanted her to be like her. I felt like she was trying to. This is
morph
me.
the two.
Yes,
the
I felt like she
tomboyish
was
and the
trying
girl.
to appease everybody. You know, like I think she have to appease her, you know, her family because it took
But
a
at
minute
the
for her
end
sister.
of the day, she had to approve that dress, that look. She knew she was going to be taking pictures. This was going to be immortalized forever in photo. This is what you're going to wear.
Forever, ever, and ever. Like we're never going to get this time back. My eyesight will never get that back. Okay.
That is what you think of when you get your wedding attire. I would think, right?
Yeah, it was horrible. Like I hate that
Let me go look at it again.
I hate that she even like, and I think she is. I don't know. Their relationship is just so weird. Like she's this tough girl, this
Who, Brad or Judy?
Brat, and then when she gets around Judy, she's like a little mouse, like
Okay, so I've only watched 2 of the episodes, and I did see that. I was like, I didn't know Brat was so soft when it came to her, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think maybe she's just lovey-dovey. She loves her like that,
or maybe you're just a girl. So stop trying to be a stud. Okay,
well,
it's
she
nothing.
can't be a stud.
I'm not saying she can't be a stud. Ain't nothing wrong with a stud at all. It's nothing. What I'm saying is, I'm not telling her not to be who she is, which is to love who she loves. I'm just saying, like, girl, you clearly want to be a girl. You clearly wear makeup. So
and it be pretty.
And she is freaking gorgeous. Mm-hmm. She is gorgeous. Mm-hmm. You know what? I think their dad is gorgeous.
Oh,
Lisa Ray dad and the Brat dad. Because do you know their story?
I know they're sisters.
Yeah,
and I know something about, wouldn't she?
He was married to Lisa's mom and cheated with the Brat's mom and left Lisa's mom for the Brat and built a family.
Like both of them? Like the 2 women built a family like a polygamous thing?
No.
Okay.
He left.
Right.
Lisa Ray's
when you
mom.
say built a family, I thought you meant he got
built
them together.
a family with the side woman. Uh-huh. And Lisa would have to go over there and be with
the Braxtons.
And ain't that crazy? So
I could be fighting my daddy if I mean.
And she said that that it molded how she felt about men because she was really a daddy's girl. So she didn't understand why her dad, left this family you already had to go build another one. Like, was this family not enough for you?
And that would make you think that you're
as a child, right?
So then I gotta visit you and your family
and your other daughter. When you was just mine, you was
I
my
can
daddy.
See why their relationship may not have been like the closest.
Yeah, but they're still sisters. But
and he done created 2 superstars.
2, ain't that crazy? But 2
icons in the Black community.
Yep,
Diamond.
Yep.
That's sad.
Did what he wanted to do, I guess. Okay, well, that's fine. You do you then. Thankfully, I got my phone. Anyway.
Back up.
Right. Did you have anything else? Any other hot topics?
No, but you did send me that other
Yeah, I was gonna
post. You gonna talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You can go ahead, girl. Cause
well, I did want to. Okay, so Summer Walker. What?
Girl, the light bulb just going in my head. Go ahead.
You so silly. So Summer Walker, I just saw this, but Summer Walker is on her tour for her second album, right? Mm-hmm. But how the hell you not singing the songs off your second album? Let's talk.
I get it.
I don't get it.
I get it, and I don't get it. But at the same time, if it's for the second album, because I'm not about to go see her and want to hear As I Am, and then you playing me something else. No, that is not what I came.
Okay,
to
so
hear.
that's what happened.
I know, and I know she said that it was because she, it's still emotional to her.
No.
Girl, sing them songs
And
through
cry.
them tears.
Yeah, and cry. Because we love it. We love that type of
We gonna
emotion.
cry with you.
Yes, when Rihanna sung "That's Alright," cause I love the way you
Yeah,
lie.
love the
and
way
we
you
cried. That
That
right
her
there.
and Eminem, girl.
It just
you
did
already
something
know
to
what
my
had
soul.
happened to her.
Yes, and
And
we
it's like,
understand what's behind those tears. We're
Right.
women, and it makes us love you even more.
Right.
So I get all of those comments. People were saying stuff like,
At least give me half my money back.
look, they never said anything about their money back, but they was like, listen, just take your money that you got and go live a solo life. Like, just go and go into hiding, take your baby, go into hiding, and don't sing no more. Like, if you can't deal with being
You're not going to hide.
right, yes, like if you cannot deal with being a superstar and dealing with like Mary J. Blige, if anybody can deal with life and keep on being a superstar like that, like you can do it, sis. So clearly you do not want to be a superstar, so we're not gonna keep paying for you.
Because I could be in the best mood ever. If I hear I'm going down, I'm going to shed a tear.
Shed a tear. I ain't even went down nowhere, but I'm going down that day.
If,
You feel
if
me?
I hear Mary J. Blige, I'm going down.
You hear me?
I am shedding a tear.
What's the song off of what's the movie with
no, I'm not
Gonna Cry? I'm telling you, I'm singing it. I'm singing it and I'm crying. Give me the tissue right now.
And I'm setting the shit ablaze.
Right.
Something getting on fire.
And I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and I don't even smoke. Shucks.
I ain't cutting my hair though.
I ain't no. Well, I have. Because
You
it means something about to happen, okay? But yeah, Summer Walker is tripping. I don't know what she doing, what she talking about, how she doing it. But
Sing them songs,
she
girl.
needs to really reconvene, go into the huddle, figure that thing back out before she go into another tour,
Right.
making these people pay for her to sit on there with her made up body.
It's
look
made
nice.
up. How about to say it's made up immaculately?
It's
Okay,
nice now.
that thing is.
Nice, I must say. But
She's a beautiful girl. I wish she wouldn't have them tattoos in her face.
I know she's a beautiful girl, but sis, you are made to be what we call a ghostwriter. Y'all know what a ghostwriter is? A person that writes but does not come to the forefront.
She needs to be in the forefront.
No,
I
she
love
don't.
her
No, she
voice.
don't.
She
Beautiful.
just don't need the tour.
No,
don't.
No, she
don't
needs
sell me
to
no
write these
tour.
beautiful songs for somebody that can take it, that can handle stardom.
Girl.
Okay, child. Whoo, Summer, come on now. How you gonna make these bad songs? That's just like Jasmine Sullivan making all them songs, but don't go on tour and sing them. Like, you know what? I done went through the trenches, y'all, and I'm not gonna be able to sing this song. We gonna be like, oh hell no!
Where are you, Jasmine? Because you didn't have me memorize
Right.
this whole
Whole
hotels
album, right?
from beginning
Motel,
to
Holiday Inn.
All that.
Like, no, sis, we talking about this.
Because I'm about to experience this with you. You about to drag me through it with you.
Because
You
I'm
better get
going
your
through the
ass on
same
stage.
thing. I'm going through the same thing, right?
Right.
And that's why I can. I'm thinking. That's why I can.
That's why I'm coming to see you. I want you to you are my therapy right now.
Right.
We're going to be each other's therapy. You sing them songs with them tears and I'm going to
Right.
cry
And
with
I'm
you.
gonna
We're going
cry
to
and I'm
hold
gonna
you
sing
together.
off
and then-
key with the girl. Anyways, Summer, get yourself together, baby. Go huddle. Go to therapy. Go do something. Get you some pills, some Xanax.
pills. No, we don't wanna medicate
some.
you, baby.
Yeah, she needs some medication. We just need the baby to sing and go off stage and be a mama. Okay.
You trying to medicate her, put her on stage.
Yes.
And bring her back to her baby.
We trying to do what Jackson 5 did. He put them children on stage. I'll just get up. Anyways, what you was about to say, I did send you something about India Royale.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I guess, we don't know what happened. We never know what happened, but she just put out their quote and she was just like, explain to me why you would have your friend's man and your close friends unless you knew him before her. I'm trying to see something. Like, I feel her. Why you and my man's
close
friends, or why you got my friend and your close friends? You know what I'm saying?
So I never even checked it, but
I
can
don't
you
either.
take yourself off of someone's close friends? Because I be seeing myself on close friends. Not that I don't want to be on there. I'm like, oh, y'all really thought of me to be y'all close friends.
But
That's so
honestly, I
sweet.
really didn't choose my close friends. I think they chose them for me.
You choose them.
Not
You can
initially.
you can go in and change that.
You can,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that at first because
guess-
I mistakenly put a post up that I did not care whoever saw, but
Right.
made a mistake and put it under close friends, and I didn't know that when you see that little green icon at the top,
Then it automatically.
right?
Yeah,
So
you can
that's
go in
something that made me go to the close friends to see who the hell is on my close friends.
I guess it's people that you kind of interact with more so often. I guess they automatically choose those people for you until you go
that
in
would make
and change
sense.
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's my speculation.
But I don't know if you could take somebody off your. And then I noticed, like, when I'm on people's close friend list, like, what made you put me on there?
I'm
Like, do
always.
you-
I feel like thanks. I feel like I
I do. I want to see because it be some freaky stuff. It be like, man, that quote was funny, or that meme was funny, girl. And I feel like they put you on close friends because they know you're not going to be judgmental.
Right. And I see some people that put me on their close friends, and what they show on their close friends, I'm like, really? They have the word shit in it, and you don't want because I guess you was church going, and you might have your mom and your daddy on there.
Your grandma, grandmas be on.
That'd be grandma's favorite word, shit. I thought it was mine.
Oh my gosh,
If I never heard my grandma curse, I heard her say shit.
I'm telling you.
That's it.
I'm telling you.
But yeah, I wouldn't want my friend to have my husband on their close friends.
Yeah, no, I think that's weird.
But it's because it's like, I know what you're showing on your close friends.
Yeah. But I wish you would have my husband on your close friends and not have me.
Body slam your ass.
Girl, that's grounds for me just like public
I got my eye on you.
right acting a fool on you. No. Mm-mm. Yeah, you got to keep. We got to see who on each other's close friends. Like, y'all, watch out. Watch.
Honestly, I really don't even care.
I don't either.
I really
don't. Like, I just got way too much to think about other than who's on my close friends. But if I did get a whiff
just a little
of some bullshit, my husband got my friends on your close friends, but I am not. Something wrong with that, right? Something is wrong with that. And that brings, me to what I just got a question.
Ask me a question.
How are you keeping your relationship afloat? Like, how shit, because that's the best way to put it. Like,
that is
after being married for so long,
after being on a Titanic,
man, what
just hit the iceberg,
right? Like, and that's really what it is. Like, you're on the Titanic, you hit the iceberg, you're on the freaking rock in the ocean, about to die. How do you get back to each other?
You like, are you like, bye?
Right.
Well,
how do you get back to that moment when you first met your husband?
Like you said, it's time to huddle.
It's time to
huddle. It's time to like regroup. We need to chit chat. We need to figure out what's going on. Yeah. It could be one-sided. It could be both sides. But I think it's really important to really like, okay, like, I already know something going on. I'm not feeling you. You're not feeling me. If you're connected with that person, of course you feel attention and you know that there's some kind of dissonance between the two, right?
Right.
So it's like, okay, well, we need to talk. We need to huddle. We need to get away. We need to get out. We need to get away from our natural environment.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you said that. Get out your natural environment, because I think it has a lot to do with creating balance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, life is, I think I said that earlier, life is hard already and it's hectic. So when you add different elements into a relationship, it makes it hard to stay on that same wavelength.
Right.
And I've learned and I've noticed after 11 years of marriage that when you...
Yes, 11 years.
Girl, when you input kids and you input careers into the element, it just... For women, we just keep going. Right. You know what I'm saying? We know things got to get done and we're going to do it. We're going to make sure whatever has to get done is going to get done. And men sometimes feel like they're in the background.
Right. And I was about to say, not for nothing, because they get to it as well. And they are like making sure that everything is done. And I think it's important for both people to acknowledge what each other is doing in a relationship, because it could really get to a point where you are like, no, you need to acknowledge what I'm doing because I'm doing this,
Right.
and that, but you don't even recognize what the other person is doing. And I think when you have a communication, and I know for me personally, that's been an issue for me in my relationship. Like, sometimes maybe I don't know how to communicate to him properly what I
Right.
want, because I'll let things build up.
Yeah.
And that's not how he communicates, because as women, we expect you to see it and understand it without telepathically. Okay,
Yeah.
look at me,
Yeah.
understand what I'm thinking, right?
And even after so many years of being in relationships, we still really be wanting them to, like, I know you see what I'm thinking.
Right.
I know you see I'm mad. Why you not acting like you care? I don't understand it. Like,
But for me, I think I'm finally getting to a point where I'm just like, you know what? I understand that maybe you're upset about something that I did, or I'm upset about something you did, and I'm going to give you the little time that you need to yourself, because I'm not going to let too much time go by, because I'm one of those people, I like to get to it, like, in the moment.
what
But you're
does
not.
creating? No,
You're not.
no, I don't. I don't.
You like
What-
the time to go by.
Right. I need to calm down. I need to think this out. Let me think this through. But what does creating balance look like? Like, when you think about creating balance for your relationships, building those boundaries, making sure that that you guys are taken care of. You know what I'm saying? As well as yourself.
I tell my husband that we need to, when I know that we're like busy. Okay, so I think the way that I learned to create balance is to just make sure that we're taking care of each other, because things get hectic. Like, we both are busy and we both have a lot of things on our plate. And when I notice that we're not creating time for each other and it's just work mode, and I'm just like, hey, we need to make sure we take care of each other. That's what I tell
Right.
him now. I'm like, we need to take care of each other, because I don't want to get stuck in a rut where it's just like a cycle of us not being connected. Because I think it's easy to grow apart like that if you
It
don't
really
create
is.
those balances.
It really is. And it's great that you say that you have to, create those moments together. But I think his personally starts with yourself.
Oh,
Because sometimes
yeah.
you get so unhappy with where you are in life, and you just start to be like, everything is wrong.
Yes.
Like, everything is wrong. Like, my kids ain't acting right. The house ain't right.
Right.
Everything is wrong. My relationship ain't right. I don't like him no more.
I'm
Because
snapping on you,
right.
and you.
And it really just stems from just me,
right.
just internal built up. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So I really think that, we cannot keep being everything for each other,
Right.
and not take care of ourselves first.
Right.
Go
Yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
No. This is how we are.
Right.
No, you go. No, but I was just saying, like, when I say that when we need to take care of each other, that's also you made.
Oh, no, that's
great,
important.
Right?
No,
No, you
that's
made
important.
a great point, because I'm thinking in my head, I'm already have taken care of myself, because I cannot take care of you and not have taken care of myself.
But we do it.
We do.
Yeah.
We stretch ourselves
Yeah.
thin for our families. We really do.
I mean, and so you have some men that do the same as well.
Exactly. Exactly. But I do think it's really important, like, even when, because I'm a stage, I would say 5 flinger. I like to be with my husband all the time, and because we work together a lot in every aspect, so it's hard for me not to be away from him. But now when he's away, I'm just like, okay, bye.
Right. Bye.
See you later.
Right.
Because, like, before I was like, man, well, what am I gonna do? Now this is plenty of time that I have to do a lot for myself.
Right. And that's
And
one of
you for yourself,
Right.
as well.
Exactly. That's my next point. I think that really helps a couple get back to who they are is time management. Like, trying to figure out how much time am I really giving to everything else and not spending with my partner. Because some, I can think about my life personally, right? So I can think about, man, I get up at 6 something, get my girls off by 8:30, 9:30. Everybody's at school. I'm working, whether it's my 9 to 5 or doing my content, and then I go get the girls.
Right.
I make sure they're fed. I make sure homework is done, extracurricular activities. So by the time my husband gets home, there's no more of me to give out.
You are exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
You are deflated.
I am. And I had to learn how to give out duties.
Right.
Women, we get to a point where we don't like to ask for help. And
she is me.
We do not like to ask for help because we feel like I shouldn't have to ask you.
You should automatically.
You should automatically know. But some men do not. And you're going to get to a point where you're going to overextend yourself and you just going to be mad as hell.
You know what? I used to be like that. I have to confess to my faults now that I'm getting up there in age. I'm like, okay, I got it. But I used to do that because I would cook, and I love taking my time in the kitchen.
Yeah.
My husband expect me to be a short order cook and be like, be on fries and on the grill and everything else at the same time. But he always says, he'll always come in the kitchen and ask, you need any help? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Because I just want to do it by myself. And plus, I don't like him in my kitchen like that. But after a while, he was just like, no, I'm going to help you because you need my help. Yeah. And I'm hungry. Yeah. And I finally was like, okay, I'm going to let you help me. Right. So now when he asks for my help, I'll delegate, what I want him to do for me.
And when you delegate that in essence, it actually, without intentionally, knowing. Right. You have made a time where you guys are doing something together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's so important, being able to do some things together. So now I'm like, it may be small to some people because I can definitely get up like usual, get my oldest daughter up so she can get on the bus. But no, I'm like, husband, I want you to get up and get the kids up. Even if it's just you getting them up, bringing them downstairs, because what that does for me, it says my husband helps me. Right. You know what I'm saying? It may be something so small. I may be still feeding them, bathing them, finding clothes, getting ready, taking them, but I feel
even if you reach in a drawer and get something,
it's helping. It's the effort in it all.
So, do you think that those things are working for you right now, and it's going to be consistent in your relationship?
And some things may not be consistent, right?
Because it ain't never be consistent. That's what I was getting to.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's what I was getting to. Like, relationships are never, ever, ever, ever going to be consistent. You're never going to be perfect in a relationship. You're always going to mess up. You're always going to probably have the same argument multiple times. I mean, probably. You will. Eventually, it'll lessen. Yeah. That's if you're doing your work.
And that's just not marriage. That's relationship in general.
Yeah,
right.
That could be a relationship with your parents, right, your siblings, any kind of relationship. So I just think that, with anything, there are ebbs and flows. I just think you should take everything one day at a time and don't stay in such a nasty place with someone.
Like, I think we have to, as couples, it's so important that we remember the things that make us happy. Whether it's freaking going to the movies. When you see that you're in a rut as a couple, like, somebody has to be
the bigger person.
Somebody got to be
sometimes
the bigger person. And just be like, listen, let's just go out. Right. Let's find common ground. That's what it is. Let's find common ground and get back to dancing in the rain. I know that's just fairy tale love, but still, it's just,
it's cute though, because some people do actually dance in the rain.
Whatever it is that you guys love, hell, playing pool, skating. Oh, I love me some, like, to see the couples that slow skate. Oh, that's so dope. But
I'm gonna have to learn that.
I know
my husband is a great skater.
Is he really?
He's an awesome skater, and I'm just like, I don't fall. he can spin around and go backwards. I don't do all of that. Not without caution.
Okay, so I really would love to learn how to skate. I like to skate, but I don't know how to do all that.
We should try to find like an adult skating class.
I love that. I love that.
But let's get back to it.
Yeah. You definitely have to be
Look, let me tell you something. You mentioned like just not being in the same place or same space with your partner. And I know when my husband passes me by in the rest, like if we're in the bathroom and he don't touch my booty, or if I'm in the kitchen and he don't touch my booty,
ain't that grounds for divorce? Don't you be wanting a divorce out there?
And
You know
I'm
what?
like,
Give me
I
a whole
know.
new man. I want a whole
know
new
you see this
man.
thing poking out.
Poking.
And even if it ain't poking out, it
You
is
make
like
it seem like it's poking.
it's like you going to the Apollo and don't rub the little wood.
Yeah.
You cannot go out on stage and not rub the wood. And he
Yeah.
ain't even, like if he don't rub it, I know he feeling some kind of way.
He feeling, and you know what? Another thing that I've learned when you say that, as women, we're like, man, my man ain't doing this, he ain't doing that, he ain't doing that, and I do this, I do that, I do that. But we also have to I know me personally, like I think we talked last season, like shit. When I go out, I hear man, you so fine, you so beautiful, you so this, you so that, you so that. I hear it all the time. But men don't necessarily, and they hear it, but not as fluently as we do, right? But it's so important to hear that from your mate. Right. So I have been personally making a effort to tell my husband
how good he looks.
Like, you look good, babe. Like, come here with your fine ass. And because I like shit like that.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to call me fine.
Right.
Because I hear it from them.
I always do it. I always
you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, oh,
come here, you don't show yummy stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to do the things
that we want,
that's necessary to keeping the spark in our relationships.
Right.
That things like that are necessary. Sexually, telling your partner how you like to be loved, how you like to. If I want you to grab my neck, I need you to grab my neck.
If I want you
to
a little harder,
like if I say ooh,
that means it's good. But if I say
that means it's not. yes. Like, all of that is so important within relationships.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just about, oh, I got a man, I got a husband. You have to really cultivate these relationships so they can be long lasting.
Right. And you had spoken earlier about taking care of self, and I've been making it a point to do that more often recently, because I'm like, you know what, I can't expect, I don't know, I'm in this space where I'm like, I can't expect to get something out of my husband that I can't get out of myself, or even my son, my relationship with him, or my family. I'm like, I have to do work on myself.
Right.
So recently I've been doing more work on myself. I've been meditating more. I went back to therapy. I found a new therapist. She's so good.
You might have to.
You
might have to
I might
share,
need to,
because I'm
and
one of
she's not one of us, but at the same time, we had a really good conversation. Our first initial talk, because I was telling her, this is what I'm looking for, and if you cannot provide that for me, then I don't want to continue this relationship, because I was like, this is a relationship,
right?
You're gonna know my business,
you're gonna know my
and I was so happy that I was like, you know what, I feel good that because I don't mince my words, and I told myself I'm going to go into this appointment telling her what I need from her, because if not, then I'm going to cheat myself out of my experience in therapy.
Yes.
So we were laughing, we were joking, we were sharing experiences, and she was just like, you know what, I really feel good about this relationship. And I was like, I feel good about it too, because I was like, I don't want to get into a relationship that I'm hesitant about sharing anything to you.
Right. And then, you know what? You said, yes, sharing with your therapist, but also sharing with other people. Because we're married, a lot of people like to come and get advice from other married couples. And I heard another quote that said, getting advice from a happily married person is totally different than getting advice from a person that is not happily married.
or someone who's pretending to be happily married, but you know by their advice that they're not happily
They
married.
not happily married.
Yes.
And I have to be really cautious of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I be wanting people to know some shit that I didn't know when I was thinking about getting married, or now that I'm 11 and a half years in, like I be wanting people to know that. But I also try to, whenever I'm giving my advice, I try to back it up by saying, you know, this is something, first of all, this is something that's looked great upon by God.
Right.
Like he blesses a marriage. You know what I'm saying? So if he didn't want us to be married, that's not something he would have placed here for us, right? So it's a blessing to find someone that fits you. It's a blessing to find your person. But know that it's not always going to be peaches and cream.
I was about to, and it ain't always going to feel like they fit you.
Right. It's not going to always feel like they fit you. Right. And I think as married women, we have to be cautious of how we give out advice. And I'm just not realizing. I think it really took me seeing this meme for me to realize, like, I really have to be cautious of the advice that I'm giving out to women that are not married or women that are seeking marriage, because I don't want them to be scared of it, nor do I want them to think that marriage is not good. You know what I'm saying?
Because, you know, we always hear when we're growing up how, you know, marriage should not be taken lightly. And we've talked even on the prior episode that we had with the Bear Therapist and Mr. Christopher Columbus.
Right.
We were talking about how his generation are more vocal about what they want and what they want to experience. So it's like when we think about marriage, we got advice from older married couples. So you thinking about younger people, I think they'll be more receptive to marital advice, like honest marital advice, and not be afraid, or we're not afraid to tell them, like, this is what it is. Like, marriage is a difficult thing. And I don't know why people kind of skirt over that, because you're taking two people from two totally different lifestyles, two totally different backgrounds and family backgrounds, and merging them together and expect them to always get along so perfectly and happily ever after. That does not work. It's always going to be a work in progress, because
you are a work in progress. You're going to always be evolving. You're going to always be progressing. I hope you're going to always be progressing as a person, goal, right? As an individual.
Individually, but collectively, because you don't want to grow apart from your partner, because you want to make sure that you guys still have the same goals in mind for your future, right?
Right.
And how you're going to continue to raise your family, or how are we going to travel, or what's going to happen like 10 years from now? Are we going to move? And these are things that we're approaching in our marriage, because I mean, we have children who are self-sufficient. So it's like, do we move closer to downtown? Do we keep our house? Do we get another place? Do we, like, what do we need to do?
Because get y'all a condo downtown and see what happens. I'm going to bring an air mattress. I'm going to have an air mattress with my name on it.
But we're looking into these things, and it's like we have to make sure that we're on the same page with these things, because you don't want to leave your partner behind on something because you're assuming they're with you, and they may not be on the same wavelength with you.
They may not, and knowing that it's going to happen, like everybody, even y'all, oh my God, even Sierra and Russell Wilson goes through ups,
lovey-dovey asses.
I know, go through ups and downs, like they always.
They're not putting their arguments out on IG, but I guarantee you, they have
babies. They have them.
And their jet-setting life will be on IG because that gets the likes. And also, I mean, the negativity, unfortunately, gets the likes too. But
honestly, personally, I do not want to see negativity.
I don't want that energy. I come there to look at the puppies and everybody having fun.
I want to see the babies. I want to see our kids.
I want to see the clothes.
Yeah.
I want to see everybody just having fun and living life. And you know,
and people are so judgmental when things go south or when things go wrong with shit. Things are going to go wrong. Things are going to go south. And that depicts the type of relationship that you guys have. If you can get over a mountain in your relationship that's so fucking steep,
right?
You then know what type of relationship, what type of foundation you've built back when you first met.
Right.
Right? So that's what I like to make sure I speak when I speak to couples or women that are looking to be married or with a man and they're wanting to be married or about to get married. When I give them advice, I make sure, first of all, I want to say, Lord, give me the right words. Give me the right words, because what I want to do is give them what's real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want them to know what's most important in this relationship that they're going into. And I think it is, personally, my first thing would be to make sure you have your own. Make sure you know exactly who you are when you're about to indulge in a marriage. When you're about to break into that marital point and you getting ready for a wedding, make sure you have your own career, or at least you're working towards it. Right. So your man already knows what to expect when it comes to your career, because sometimes
these are conversations that need to be had.
And sometimes shit happens. Sometimes things change.
Right. And this is why, like you said, like, this is when you're careful about giving people marital advice, it's also important to just let them know, like, anything, like, my experience can be completely different from yours.
Right.
You may have the husband who caters to your every need, and that shit might get on your nerves. You might want your husband to be like a little rough and tough, a little something.
Can he cater? Can my husband cater?
I mean, but you might want the perfect blend. But
right.
That comes with, honestly, that comes with time. That comes with work. That comes with being married.
That comes with making sure that when you are dating this person, you're being intentional about who you're dating, not intentional about wanting to be married. Right. That's something totally different. I just want to be married. That's what some women are out here saying.
They want to have the wedding.
They want to have the
fairy
wedding.
Tale.
I want to have kids. My time, the clock, sis, the clock. Fuck that clock, okay?
But guess what? That clock stopped working in between time.
Yes.
You need batteries.
Yes.
Who's going to get the batteries? Is he going to be the one to get the batteries?
Put that clock out, sis. Put that clock out. But when you're intentionally dating, you need to be asking the right questions. Right. What is important to you? And make sure you guys on that same page. Is he supportive? Because if he's supportive now, then whenever your time and your season to evolve, he's going to continue to be supportive. Right. But hell, if he wasn't supportive now, if he's
most
semi,
won't
right, when you make a change, because you're going to make a change.
And then if he start being supportive when something starts to shake, then you need to shake his little ass off of you. Or you need to reconsider.
or you guys need to huddle up, because it's the same thing with men. You know what I'm saying? Men evolve as well. They may not evolve at the same time as us or as quickly as us, but they evolve as well. And women need to understand they have to be supportive, especially you have a man that may want to change careers. Like he's been taking care of you, making $150,000, and all of a sudden now he want to own a daggum
football team.
I mean, something that makes him have to start from the ground up.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? You guys need to you guys need to have a relationship to where you can talk that out and see what that means to that person and figure out a plan.
I'm gonna say something, and when I think about like just my marriage and just because we have our ups and downs.
Right.
Like we're here, I love him to death. And then sometimes I just want to strangle him. And I know it's vice versa. But when I think about like just what I've always wanted in a marriage, I've always wanted to have fun with my partner.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to enjoy life with my partner, just experience things. And when I look back at it, I'm like, all we do is have fun and enjoy life and experience things. So I can't ask for anything more from him, but to continue to give me that.
Yeah.
And
you can't
sweet words
you
every now and then.
You can't ask for more.
Yeah, I can.
But what you're saying is you have to realize that that what you really wanted in life that you're getting.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that we, people with vision boards. I tell people with the vision boards, I told you I was telling my best friend.
Are you doing yours? Did you
I'm
start
a
it?
do. I ain't starting.
Wait, is this
I'ma
enough?
do it.
Look, that's 111. Ain't that? That's a girl. Look at that. That's a sign, Lord Jesus. She needs to do her angel board right there.
I know. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. But I was telling my best friend, she was just saying how things are like not where she want them to be, and I just was like, friend, like go back to you being 26. Like, what did you want at 26, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was something? And she started naming those things, and I'm like,
you got that.
That's what you have right now,
right?
And we have to be grateful for the thing, for the elevation that we've had from 10 years ago.
And that's why I feel like things are happening for me right now. Like I want them to happen because I'm doing the work for myself finally, like intentionally, not just like passively, because we can just be like, okay, I'll do it. But I'm doing that. And even when it comes to like when me and my husband go out and have fun, like I tell him all the time, I'm like, I'm not going to have fun with you for real unless you do not bring your camera.
Yeah.
Because he has his camera
everywhere
we go. And I'm just like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
So I realized Saturday when we went to Namsak, he didn't even pack his camera. He left the camera at the house.
I love it.
So he didn't. I was like, I had like the best time with him the whole weekend, even though we had like our good time at the Zulu Ball or whatever. But we were both recording, so we were both working, but and having fun. So we went our separate ways. But Saturday we had like the best time ever.
Yeah.
So and I thought that was like so important because I'm like, I'm working on me, but then I'm also working on our relationship.
That's so funny that you say that. You said you're working on you, but you're also working on your relationship. So now that you know you're working on you, would you marry yourself?
Yep, because I'm that nigga.
And you know what?
I married myself.
Yeah, I had to really ponder that. We were looking at Russell and Sierra's
that post,
and she was and Russell asked that, and I thought, my God, that is a great question.
Why would you marry yourself? What attributes do you possess
today?
Yes. I married myself today. If I was in my 20s,
not even in my 20s, Grace. A year ago, I wouldn't have married myself because I was a mess. I was a mess. And you know me. I was a mess. And it was because I was literally trying to find out who I was.
Right.
And that's,
I think, don't you, okay, wait, hold on. Where are they? Don't do it.
I know.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
can
y'all.
you use your sleeve?
Anyways, I was literally trying to find out who I was.
I know.
So...
But I think we've all been there, and that is what the life, as it sounds like a cult, but that's what the life is about. Like you have ups and downs, you have moments where you just really don't want to relive ever again with your partner. But you have to,
or with yourself,
But sometimes you do have to recollect on that because you need to know where not to go again,
or not necessarily what not to do, what not to go, but where you've come from, how you've
grown as well.
You know what I'm saying? You know, just some people may do meditation. Some people are, like my journey is a faith journey.
Yeah.
Once I started doing my faith journey, I've changed as a person. So it's just whatever your journey is, it really matters in who you are for your partner.
And see, I do all of that. Like I think people because when I was having a conversation with me and my therapist, because she was like, she's Southern Baptist, and she was like do you go to church here? And I was like, no, I'm Bedside Baptist. And she was like, what's that? And when I explained it to her, she just was cracking up. She was like,
so
oh my God. And I was like, yes, because I'm a faithful Bishop T.D. Jakes. But I explained to her my background, where I come from. I come from small Southern, small churches, corner churches. You know what I'm saying? Where
me too. Family churches.
Yes, family churches. When if you miss a Sunday, somebody calls you.
Right.
So it's like I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah. But I would marry myself today because I'm definitely progressing. I'm definitely just with Ladonna, who Ladonna is, and that's so important with taking care of myself, taking care of my mental, and that allows me to be able to take care of my relationship in a different aspect, not be petty, not be, somebody or have characteristics that I don't want to display. I don't ever want to come out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just be
That's
a
when you know
better
you've
person.
changed.
Yeah, just be a better
when
person.
you know you don't want to take yourself to a level that you know you've taken yourself to before. You know at that moment, you know what? I've changed, and if you don't want to change with me,
that's right there. Yes. That's when, and sometimes
That's
that
how you
change
know.
won't be at the same time. But
You
as
can
long
allow time. I think
as
you should allow
long
time.
as you have a partner that sees your change
And is trying.
then you know that there's effort there.
Yeah.
But when if he or she see that you're changing and they rebel against that change, it's time for you to make a
what they say,
make a
red
move.
flag?
Yeah, it's time for you to make a move.
I ain't gonna say you looking like a red flag right now.
I know, an orange flag or something.
That's not orange.
Yes, it is. It's orange. It's burnt orange. I wore red 2 weeks ago.
I know.
Look the same though, don't it?
It looks
It's
so
burnt
red.
orange, y'all. If y'all looking at
It's cute though. I mean, it's
not
brand
the
new.
same thing.
No matter if it is, it's clean.
Right?
It's clean.
I love it. I love it. You say you had something to ask me.
Girl, look, because we're talking about relationships and different dynamics of relationships.
Yeah.
And we've talked about Kanye's relationship.
Oh, yeah.
With Kim.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to see it play out.
Yeah.
But I do want to ask you, have you watched Yeezus?
Yes.
You watched both?
Yes.
Okay. So I have always been a fan of Kanye. Always. Like,
yeah, me too.
We quote unquote old Kanye.
Yeah.
But I think
I like the new Kanye
I
too.
think he's still the same Kanye.
Yeah, he's definitely.
I don't think he has ever changed from who he was at that.
We just didn't know he was that
did
that
not
Kanye.
know.
We only
who
knew
he was.
We only knew him on the record.
Man, when I watched that docuseries, I am intrigued. Like, I am drawn in. First of all,
do you see why Kim married him?
I could see why Kim married him.
I do.
And I can understand his hurt and his pain because, man, when you have a champion like Donda
you hear me?
on your side,
Supportive.
she rapping your rhymes.
Yes.
The light and the joy that exuded from her when she talked about him, the way she welcomed him,
the way she smiled.
Yes, man. Like when I saw that, I was like, man. When he came to the house, he knocked on the door. He didn't have the key. I was like, that's Warren. if he was to ever leave out. And then I'm just like, man. Like he just hugged his mom. He embraced her. The way they connected, and I understand that because I'm the mother of a son.
Yeah.
So that bond is just
It's unmatched.
it's unmatched.
Yeah.
I think every parental bond is unmatched, but I love like a mother-son bond.
Yeah.
But it was so good to me. I love it.
Yes.
I think we all have a little Kanye in us.
We all do, and
He just puts it on display.
Exactly. You got some people that's out here living a trauma-filled life and ain't got
Worse than that.
Yes. He just got a whole bunch of money to go with it. But what I do love about Kanye was that he is so persistent in life, and the fact that he knew. You know how you have to know how great you're going to be to document your life before you even get great.
That's what gave me a different perspective of what he's doing and going through now. Like you've had the camera in your face because you knew that your journey was going to be something great.
It was going to be epic.
And
iconic.
The way he's acting now is no different than how he was 20 years ago.
Nope. He was narcissistic 20 years ago.
I don't think I can't see narcissism now.
Oh, absolutely.
A little sprinkle.
No. Big sprinkle. And the fact that the fact that your friend, the person that was Cootie, the person that was filming you knew that you were narcissistic, knew that you were you wanted to be in the spotlight.
But his mom even mentioned that too, a little bit in the beginning, and she said that he may come off as arrogant, or
very
something.
arrogant. Yeah.
I don't know if that was the exact word, but
that was her.
Okay, that was the word. Okay, but she knew that that's not who he truly is. but he can come off arrogant.
Yeah. And I think he knew he needed to be arrogant when it came to
being respected in that business.
Yes.
He was not respected. And you can see
Mm-hmm.
when he left that office, I felt the hurt. Like his
Yeah.
head was hanging. When
and-
his friend was talking about him on the radio, you had just sat with this Negro at a table. This man bigging you up on the camera. And
Right.
then next thing you know, you're hearing a radio interview about him talking about you. I don't get it.
Right.
Yeah, but I love the doc.
Yeah.
Y'all need to watch it.
Yeah, if you're not watching it, definitely watch it. It would definitely give you a different perspective of who Kanye is, who
Yeah.
Kanye was, where he came from.
He still need to stop harassing Kim, though.
He do need to stop, but that lets you know that he truly loved that woman. Like, we never heard any foolishness behind him being with other women when he was with Kim. It was really just his mental, it was just really who he was as far as what he's gone through. And I hate that happened. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes people go through traumatic experiences and they don't know how to bounce back from
You
it.
know, God willing, if I get to a level, I would rather the wealth than the celebrity. I don't want the celebrity.
Yeah.
But I would want people around me that will tell me no when I need to be told no. And I don't
Or
think
tell me about myself.
right, like
I'm
just
wrong.
when you're wrong, when you're doing something that you're not supposed to do. And I think so many people may be on payroll
Yeah.
that it's
Yeah.
just like let him
Needs-
do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Because
No.
if not, then how am I stick around?
Yeah. Such a cool docuseries. I'm gonna keep watching.
Please do.
Yeah.
As if I'm part of Netflix.
Right. like you getting a
the
cut out
check.
that. Right. Y'all, thank y'all so much for coming back to this episode. It was much needed.
It was.
It
I missed you,
was.
girl, because we
I
almost
did.
missed it.
Yes, we did. We just like
Because
last
of my,
minute.
My poor plan, and I'm sorry.
No,
y'all,
you're
but we got it
good.
out
You're
there. We
good.
got
This
it
is
out
our
there.
shit. You know what I'm saying? We
wanna
pop
do.
up when we want to.
Pop out when we want
Right.
to. Let them know where to find you, girl.
Girl, you can find me at Naturally Pretty on IG.
And you can find me at Grace Space with 2 underscores on IG, and hit us up at 2 Dope Girls Pod on IG. And if you have any questions, comments, or if you want to hit us up to be on a podcast, hit us up at ask2dopegirls@gmail.com. That is ASK, the number 2 dopegirls@gmail.com.
Yes, ma'am.
And until next week.
Hey, 2 dope girls.
This week.
Dope girls, dope the dope girls, dope girls, dope the dope girls.